Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I'm going to be planting some of these Evercolor Carex from the Southern Living Plant Collection. I have several different varieties of them. These are absolutely beautiful low-growing sedges. Carex or sedge is a big, giant group of plants from all over the world. These particular varieties are best in part shade or shade conditions with moist, well-drained soil. I have kind of a hard time in some of the spots in my yard that are shady, tend to be a little flat, and I don't have the best drainage, but I have a couple planted right here behind me over my right shoulder, right there in the ground. It's slightly sloped right there, and they do really beautifully there. These are evergreen grasses. They're super, super cold hardy. They're hardy in zones 5 and then down to zone 9. Really industrial, little, very vibrant colored grass-like plants for shady spaces. Like I say, Carex is not actually a grass, but I think anybody looking at it would definitely call it a grass. But they're just beautiful. Look at the variegation on this plant. I got leaves dropping on it like crazy, but look how brightly colored that is. I just have 3 of the varieties here today. This is Everest right here, and this is Everillo. Beautiful, just gold foliage variety. I'll give you a close-up of these after I get them planted. And this variety right here is called Eversheen. It has more of a yellow in the variegation. I'm going to use these Everest and Everillo in these 6 containers. This is a great container plant choice for me in zone 7. If these are available to you, and there's lots and lots of different varieties of these Carex now, and more every year. If these are available to you, these are great in containers through the winter time in zone 7, 8, or 9. And then they can just go in the ground if you want to later on. They really don't require any maintenance. They can be fertilized in the late winter or early spring. They don't really need any pruning ever. If you get some damaged foliage on them, it can be cut back whenever, but they're pretty good about, as one of these blades dies, it actually just kind of dies right back into the ground. And I just don't ever see that they look unkept. But like I say, if they did, you could easily go out and clean them up. You could just go out and cut the thing off if you needed to, and just kind of restart them if you ever needed to do that. But I'm going to get these 6 into these containers and get them up here on my porch and show you what they look like. So I'm putting them on this shelf for the winter. Again, this is this Evercolor Everillo, and this is Evercolor Everest. And I put the Everillo in a black container, and I put the Everest in a green container, and they look great together. But they'll be perfect out here on this front porch, being a zone 5 plant, and I'm in zone 7 for the winter time. If I decide I want to pop them in the ground in the spring, that'll be fine. At some point, they'll need to go in a larger container if I plan on keeping them as container plants. This wasn't much of a step up, but I just packed some pine bark around them in the little bit of space I had between that 1-gallon container and this little 8-inch pot. But they look terrific. You can imagine how showy and how colorful these are in a to brighten up a shady space in your yard. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more upcoming videos, especially container planting videos. I have quite a few of them coming up.